Hello guys and girls, and good morning and welcome to YouTube. This is my channel, Ollie JHN, and today we're talking about another reptile. So previously I've done a video about my pet snake, and today I have a video on two of my other pet reptiles, a chameleon and a bearded dragon. But just before that, I want to quickly explain what this video is about. So it's going to be another tip video. It's the third episode in how to capture, and this time it's how to capture reptiles, in specific lizards. So let's roll the title. You can probably apply these skills to your pets at home as well, not just reptiles. Okay, so this is the first one. His name is Jensen and he is a Nosey Bee Chameleon. And where the name Nosey Bee comes from is a specific place in Madagascar. And basically what happens is each place has a certain coloration of chameleons. So you have nosy bees, which are known to be blue. I'll show you a bit closer. You can see he's blue. You also have nosy mitsos, which are bright green. And there are all sorts of different places from Madagascar where you get different colorations. Let's give you a few facts about himself first. He's very clumsy and he's always desperate to come outside his cage, and his main strategy is to get to the highest point. So if I put him down, you'll see in a minute he'll start climbing up. So you can see he's climbing up now, and you can see his feet are sort of two separate parts, and his tail also always wraps around stuff. So you'll see his tail now will start to wrap around, but have a look at his feet and you'll see they're like pinchers. So they work a bit like that and they grab on both sides. He's got quite sharp claws. There's his tail working. You can see he wants to climb on the camera, which he's not going to do. Come back. So at the moment he's got stripes. He still wants to go on the camera. He's green and blue. It takes about 6 months for him to start colouring. It takes about a year for him to be nearly fully coloured, and then a year and a half to actually be all the way there. And each chameleon is slightly separate in colours. Even though he's a nosy bee and he will be blue, you can see he's got this yellow stripe there. He's got the sort of sun rays around his eyes, which are red. Chameleons work with separate eye sockets, so they can move in different directions at different times. Let's see if we can get those working for you. If I go straight up, you can see his eyes working there. He's grabbing the camera now. Probably one of the most misconceptive things about chameleons is they camouflage into the background for the fun of it. They certainly don't do that. They do camouflage a bit, but that isn't the main reason why they change colour. They mainly change colour for mood. So when he's not happy, he's going to go dark, and when he's happy, he's going to go bright, like this colour here. When he's threatened, he can also go quite colourful, and this bottom bit here under his chin will flare right out. Okay, so this is Buster. He's a bearded dragon. He's quite a bit bigger than Jensen the chameleon. Take a look at him. And what you'll find is bearded dragons are very laid back, placid animals. So he will literally just sit there all day. And he's currently going through shedding at the moment, so you can probably see he's got almost like a sock on his leg. That's where he's shedding. Up here on his head, he's got a light receptor. So that actually recepts UV light, and it means that he can bask in the sun, and he knows exactly where the sun is, and he doesn't actually need to even detect heat. He can just detect the light. And he will literally just sit like that all day. A few more facts about him. They're not brilliant climbers. They are more running on the ground and capturing stuff. And here eat all different stuff, from big locusts to this stuff, which we call Morio worms. These worms here. Difference between him and Jensen is that he will eat mainly salad when he gets older. So usually it will be at least half of his diet will be veg, whereas Jensen will purely be on a diet of bugs throughout his life. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about having a pet reptile as a whole, instead of just specifically talking about these two. And what you'll find is that reptiles are quite hard animals to look after. You've definitely got to be detailed with them. It's not chuck the food in and leave them. The food you even feed the bugs has to be laid with something called superload, so that feeds up the bugs. And then the bugs have to be coated in calcium before you can feed him. They need heat lamps, they need UV lights. Jensen here needs spraying constantly to keep his cage nice and moist. He needs ventilation. It is quite expensive as well, but they are something that's completely different. They're enjoyable to watch. They certainly have their own characters. So as I was saying earlier, they always try to find the highest point, and that is exactly why he is now trying to climb up my ear. You certainly have to be comfortable with these type of pets as well. They are going to scratch you, they have very sharp claws. They do, especially this one, tend to climb up you all the time, even onto your eyebrows, your eyes and your head. But let's give you some tips, and I'm going to give you 3 tips in total. So here are my 3 tips on how to capture reptiles. Okay, tip number 1 is all about what you use, and I would specifically say for this type of capturing, you want to use your phone. Your standard iPhone will do the job, and you can get both different types of views, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that now. So you can use this camera here, and the great thing about an iPhone, for example, is you can put it straight on the floor and keep a low angle while keeping it steady, because you can actually use the bottom of the phone like that, or if you want to use it that way, you can use it like that, or even that way, you can use it like that. So it gives you low, steady angles. But also, in this clip, as you'll see here, you can put the phone up on a surface like that and use your front camera to capture something above the camera, which will give you a completely different view. So yeah, definitely use your phone. It's in good quality, and it's a lot better to get nice up close with the reptiles without scaring them too much with a big bulky camera. Okay, tip number 2 is all about predictable. Pets aren't predictable, especially lizards. So you have to sort of learn them, you have to know them. You don't want to be filming them if they don't want to be filmed. So when you get to know them and in time they're happy to be filmed, then you can start filming them. Also, you'll know their behaviour, you'll start to get to know what they want to do, what they like doing, and that makes it easier to film. Tip number 3 is all about a manual focus. When you're getting so close to the animals, you're certainly going to want something that can manual focus in on them, because usually it's going to go blurry. So again, an iPhone is good for that, but you can get different DSLRs that can manual focus onto your pet. So they are my 3 tips. So thank you so much for watching this video today. If you did like it, then please do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos based around mainly photography, but also vlogs now, reptiles is another theme that comes up, then please do subscribe to my channel, and you'll find all different types of videos, but all in a related theme that you can watch, and it would be much appreciated. And also, please leave some comments below if you want to see more videos on reptiles, if you want to see more videos on pets, or if you want to see any other type of video, then please comment on your recommendations. So thank you so much for watching. I have been Ollie, JHN, this has been Jensen, and over there was Buster. Thank you so much.